Hello and welcome to Gate to Wire. I'm Bruce Casella, joined by my lovely co-host Dani Gibson. Dani, welcome.
Bruce, how are you? And we have a very special guest with us today.
I know we see him right there, trainer Dave Dotolo. How you doing, Dave?
Good.
Well, good
Still
to see
here.
you. Good to see you in your bright yellow there. Dave, let me ask you about you as a trainer. How did you get involved in this business?
Well, my father and uncle had horses, so I kind of went with them as a kid, and I never left the track. I've always been on it since I don't know. I never actually had a real job, like a Burger King or grocery store, anything like that. I've always gone to the racetrack.
Yeah, Equibase said you started training in 1994. Do you think that's about right?
That is absolutely right, because the gentleman I work for, Dan Hensman, he passed away then, and that's when his owner came with me,
So there's
North
no
Coast.
doubt, there's no doubt you love your horses. What are like, who were some of your biggest influences growing up in the industry, either local or big ones that, maybe from afar you kind of just admired their style?
Honestly, I just do my own thing. I mean, I don't really try to follow anybody. Or, the guy I work for, Dan Asbany, I was with him for 11 years. So I do my training a lot like he used to. You know what I mean? And you always try and put the horse first.
Yeah.
You try.
How difficult is it to be a trainer these days? Has it changed over the years?
These days, yeah, it's very difficult these days. But honestly, I have no problem with HISA because they're trying to get a lot of the problems that I've seen over the years. You know what I mean? I mean, people dropping horses and getting rid of them, and just you can't do that.
Dave, I liked looking on Equibase, some of the cool horses you trained. And I remember when I came around, you had Wise Jude, and I always liked that horse. Tell us
Yep.
about some of your favorite horses. The obvious, we know we'll get to her, but tell us about some of
Well,
the other
yeah.
ones.
I mean, listen, I had a horse once, and that's a prospect. She was the sorest horse I've ever had in my life. She had bad stifle, bad hock, and all she ever did was run and try. I mean, Layers, he was really good. What Wise Jude, of course. Swedish Yow I claimed for 7,500, and I ended up winning a stake with her, but that's a longer story than that because my owner bred her, and then we ended up claiming her down the line. And I mean, one of my favorite horses I still have pictures of now is a horse called Abdenego, and I got a picture of him in 1984. I was holding him. He was a beautiful chestnut, and of course, Aoife's Magic is probably
She
my
changed,
favorite because she's just a special filly.
she changed your life.
Yeah.
Well, so far she's not won for a while now.
No.
And
Well, she only
but
run
she's
three
run great
times.
though. She's run
Yeah.
great.
Oh
Two
yeah,
couple of
absolutely. Yeah.
seconds and a fifth.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us about the last race that she ran in. She went up against Center Court Champ, and we have that on the Let's Go Racing show this week. But boy, she ran
Yeah.
her eyeballs out.
Yeah. Hindsight, I should have probably went after her earlier. But because that filly's pretty tough when she turns for home and she's in front. She's pretty tough to go by, and she proves it again. So if we do run again, I'll have to go a little earlier with her. Because Frankie said he could have went a little earlier, but you like to try and wait and save something for down the lane. But that
Yeah.
horse had a lot left down the lane too.
What do you think makes Aoife so special? What makes her just a runner?
Her intelligence.
Yeah.
She is a super smart filly. Now, like I said, in the bond, everybody gets out of the way when they see her coming down. I call it a kicker because she's squealing and she's kicking it, and she just feels good. She's not being mean to anybody, but they move. But that's what I mean. She just loves doing it. I mean, even the gentleman who had her in Florida during her vacation said, Dave, she was just unhappy in the field. As soon as he put her back in training down there, she got happy again, and she loves to do it.
Well,
That's
you
great.
got her sibling. You have her full sister,
Yes,
Polar
yes,
Magic.
I
Tell us
do.
about us and tell us how different siblings can be. And maybe they,
Oh my God. I mean, talent wise, I don't know yet, but her sister is just kicks the wall all day. She wants attention. She's a little spoiled from her breeder way back in the day, Jay, and even a gentleman in Florida said down in Florida she'd do the same thing. He'd be at the house and he could hear her kicking the walls because she wanted attention. But I hope, last time she run, all four of her legs went up underneath her when she broke.
Yeah.
But Frankie said she didn't do anything wrong. She's just ready to go, and the ground broke away from her. So it'll be interesting to see her. I'm hoping she calmed down a little at the 3-year-old. I mean, the funniest thing is when she's on the racetrack and going to the track, she's a perfect angel. In the barn, she's not so She's not so nice.
Tell us about Aoife's owner, Art Hetherington. What's he like, and how's he
Oh,
like to deal with?
he's one of my favorites, Bruce, by the way.
Yeah, see,
Good.
listen, he's good because pretty much anything I ask him or tell him to do with the horses, he's all about the horse. I mean, he actually still owns Wise Shoe, who was turned out on a farm around here, and he's a good guy. He's a good guy. I was really happy for him to have Aoife. I mean, of course, we got lucky to buy her for the sale and everything else, but the funny thing, the horse that he bought by accident, who was Alchemism, he's a pretty nice horse himself. And that was a $5,000 mistake. But it's the best mistake he made. And, him and his wife were in it. They were part of A&J Racing, and he kept at A&J Racing after she passed away. So.
Yeah, I love hearing stories. Obviously, he was a teacher and then taught, software. But I love hearing the stories about him and his wife. And he said his wife was a really astute handicapper, and he wished her dream was to be like a racetrack commentator. And he said that he thinks she would have been amazing at that. So I always love talking to him about that.
Yeah, well, the sad part was she came in for my birthday on the 27th, and she was gone 2 days later.
Yeah.
She loved her horses. I mean, she would be at the barn every day. Odd is more up at the races. He's happy to be there. He doesn't really like coming down here too much, which is good for me because he doesn't bother me down here, and that's
it
fine.
lets you do your job.
Yes, exactly.
What's next for Aoife's Magic?
Well, I'm not really going to run her in any stakes anymore because she can't use Lasix. She's got a little bleeding problem without the Lasix. I mean, she bleeds. And that's why she didn't perform the way you've seen her other 2 races. She's on Lasix. She runs good. The other race, she bled and she faded. And so I'm not going to do that to her. So I'll just keep her in the allowance range. I mean, there's plenty of allowance. There's plenty of money to be made with her there. As long as she holds up. Any problems, then we'll probably end up breeding her. But as of now, she's happy.
It's always a treat to watch her run.
Well, you have another baby once in a while that you named because Dick Girardi said once in a while. And tell us about him. He had a little trouble his first start.
Well, he was in the race before her that day, and he got spooked behind the gate and took off backwards and said, "I'm not running today," and ran all the way around the track one time. So, but I think he's going to be okay too. He's a big, good-looking 2-year-old. You just don't, it's just one of them things that happen. I mean, everyone said I got unlucky, but the horse is in one piece. So we got lucky.
We were all holding our breath and we saw him get apprehended.
Yes,
it was so fun to watch you guys get the horse of the year. Any other big goals you have? I mean, you kind of done everything you can here at Parks now.
I mean, I just want to do the best I can do. I don't really have goals to speak of. I mean, sure, it would have been nice to have something to run into PA Derby. But listen, either that happens or that doesn't happen. I just want to do what I'm doing.
You're always a bright light. I always love seeing you walk by my office, pop your head in, give me an update on your horses. And there's no doubt, we know you and your wife love your horses.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Couldn't do it without her. I mean, she hates the cold. I had to bring her home before I came here because she said, I'm not hanging around. Take me home. But, yep, we're there every day.
All right, Dani, anything else for Dave?
Oh, it was a lot of fun catching up with Dave, and always love seeing him and Arthur at the track.
Absolutely.